सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अस्मद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। So we were seeing the अव्यक्तनाम्नि परमेशशक्तिः अनाद्य विद्या त्रिगुणात्मिका परा कार्यानुमेया सुधियैव माया यया जगत् सर्वमिदं प्रसूयते सन्नाप्यसन्नाप्युभयात्मिकानो भिन्नाप्यभिन्नाप्युभयात्मिकानो सांगाप्यनंगाह्युभयात्मिकानो महाद्भुता निर्वचनीय रूपा अव्यक्तमेतत् त्रिगुणैर्निरुक्तं तत्कारणं नाम शरीरमात्मनः सुषुप्तिरेतस्य विभक्त्यवस्था प्रलीन सर्वेन्द्रिय बुद्धिवृत्तिः. So we were seeing this Karana Shariram, the 108th and 109th shloka of Viveka Chudamani, okay, which comes to the 31st and 32nd shloka in this 108 collections. So we saw what is this particular Karana Prapancha or Karana Shariram, Avyakta Namni. It is Parameshasya Shakti, which is your Vikshepa Shakti and Avarana Shakti. It is Anadya, beginningless. It is Avidya, not known to anyone. It is called Trigunatmika Para because it is Karyanumeya. The Karyam is Trigunatmika, so it has to have Trigunatmika in it. And Sudhiyaiva Maya, people who are Jnani will call it Maya, which means it's a delusion. It is not a real one. But you can't negate it that it is not present because from this only the rest of the things of Sukshma and Sthula has actually come. Because without a Karana, Sthula and Sukshma cannot come. Okay, Satkaryavada, we are all into the Satkaryavada, the cause-effect theory. And if you see an effect, it presupposes the cause. Even if the cause is not clearly perceived or understood by us, but we cannot negate the presence of the cause. Okay? Then how is this cause? This particular causal body, how is it? For which, in the next shloka, the 109th shloka, we saw partially Sannapya Sannapyubhayatmikano Bhinnapya Bhinnahi Ubhayatmikano Sangapya Nangahi Ubhayatmikano. So there are 9 aspects which have been considered, and the only conclusion which comes out from these 9 aspects is it is non-conclusive. And because it is non-conclusive, we call it Anirvachaniya Maya. So the first one which we saw was Sattva, Asattva. Does it exist or does it not exist? Okay, and very clearly, when you look at it with the example of a dream, does it exist or does it not exist? It shows all the attributes of seemingly existing because it gives us all the emotions, experience, and everything it does. But on waking up, we see it is not there. So, did it exist or did it not exist? So, it seemingly showed in a particular situation that it existed. Then the question comes, if it existed, did it exist independently? And the answer is no. Then how did it exist? Even in the dream state, if you say it existed, how do you say it is existing? It is only by borrowing the existence from me, the dream existed. If my existence was not there, the dream would have never existed because it is my dream. If I am there, then my bag, my hat, my pants, my shirt, my spectacles, everything is there. If I am not there, so if you say that the spectacles exist, that existence of the spectacles is borrowed from me because I am existing. Atma Sat. Okay, and because I am existing, this borrowed existence seemingly shows that the dream existed. But in reality, it did not exist. Because if it had existed, it would be available in all the other states also. So, Trikale api tishtati iti sat, but it doesn't exist in Trikale. In Ekakale it exists, so we say it is seemingly existing. Okay, can we say it did not exist? You cannot. Why? Okay. I woke up with that fear that the lion is going to come and eat me, and I am sweating here, and you are saying it did not exist. How is it possible? I am a witness to it. Even now, I am just shivering. Correct? Although the dream is not there. So you cannot say it exists or you cannot say it did not exist. So Vedanta clearly says, Sannapya Sanna. Oh yeah. Sannapya Sannapya Bhayatmikano. So it is never coming to a situation that it actually existed. Neither you can prove that it did not exist or it is not existing, or a mixture of existing and non-existing, that also cannot be proven. And hence Vedanta says we have no say in it. But we can surely say it looks as though seemingly existing. Right? It is like saying that you seem to be looking beautiful. Means what? You are not beautiful. It is telling in a nice way something which is negated. Okay, so we have to make that very clear. If you say seemingly it existed, matlab it does not exist. But then boldly can I say it is not existing? I cannot say that at all. Because immediately you will come and say, Are, all the remnants are there in the wake up state. How will you answer that? So, Sattva, Asattva. You cannot answer it. Okay. Then comes the question that if you are saying that it is borrowing the existence from Brahman, then is it different from Brahman or is it Brahman? Okay. Now the question comes, because you are saying that it is a borrowed existence from Atma or Brahman, is it different from Brahman or is it same as Brahman? That means, is it same example if you extrapolate? What you say is existing or non-existing is the dream. What is surely existing is me. So I equal to Brahman or Atman, the dream equal to Karana Sharira. Okay, so is my dream equal to me or is my dream not equal to me? The moment I use the word my, that usage of word my implies not me. Okay. Then you should be confident that it is not you. Correct? Now the question comes that in the dream, was it the same waker me present, or was it a different waker who is called the dreamer present there? So the dreamer I experienced the dream, which is different than the waker I who did not experience the dream. Because we have negated, we did not experience it. I mean, we have not been a party to it. So I was the observer. Then if I was the observer, I could have negated the dream in the dream state, but I can never do it because I am a party to the dream. So bhinnatvat or abhinnatvat. If you say bhinnatvat, I am different, then I will say, who went into the dream? Is it the dreamer me who has gone into the dream, or is it the waker me who has gone into the dream? Okay. And the same logic comes true is, if I the dreamer went in, along with the dream I should have also gone. Then how am I sitting as the waker I? So I being the same in dream as well as in waking, did I really get into the dream? Or it is as though a picture went in front of me which I didn't never, there was nothing called a dream. Seemingly present again. Because that is the only answer which you can logically come out of it, that if I am bhinna or abhinna, both cannot be proven. Because if I have experienced the dream, I have surely been a party to the dream. That means I am a dreamer I. Then where did I go when I woke up? The whole dream went. Did the dreamer I also go? No, you call it now waker I. Huh? So you keep on changing based on the situation what this I is. So the I remaining the same, actually the situations is what is changing, and hence you cannot be sure that that is exactly the same. Is it same than me or different than me? Both cannot be told at all. Okay. So bhinnapya bhinnahi ubhayatmika. Obviously these are two opposite. If you are there, then you are not there. If you are not there, then you are there. So can you be a mix of both? Because these are two opposite ones. It will never join logically, and hence ubhayatmika is impossible. Okay. Then comes the third aspect. Savayavatva, Niravayavatva. Angani. Anga or Kala, Sakala, Nishkala. Kala means part. So, is Karana Prapancha made of parts, or it is without any parts? Okay. And this has to go now by Tarka. Only Tarka can solve this issue, because the others and all are experience. Whether it has got Kala or not, at Karana state or even Sukshma state, you do not know whether few things have got a breakup. Then where is the question in Karana? Karana, avidya it is told, then where is the question of telling that whether it has got a breakup or not breakup? So if you cannot say that it does not have breakup, then you can also not say that it has breakup. So both cannot be proven. Okay. Which means the Tarka will go very logically here is whatever is a product has to have avayava. See, what is the logic? Anything which has got parts, the modification of the parts with time is the one which is responsible to say that the cause has got now converted to product. Yat savayavatvam tat karyatvam. Okay, only those which have got parts can have transformation. What is transformation? Changing of these alignment of these parts is called transformation. So if it doesn't have parts, then it cannot transform. It cannot do any karyam. Okay. Now, if it has got parts and it shows karyatvam, then you can reach that there is a karanatvam to it. Correct? And same logic is, if it does not have parts, then there is no karyatvam, then it should also not have karanatvam. Are you able to get this principle first in place? Only if the principle is understood, you will be able to appreciate the case now. Okay, you have to understand the principle. If the principle is not understood, whatever I talk about the case will not be understood. Okay, the logic has to be very clear. That which has got parts, modification of the parts is called conversion of the cause into effect. Modification of the parts is called effect with time, and this effect is called karya, and every karyatvam presupposes there is a karana. Right? That means those things which do not have parts cannot get modified. Because it cannot get modified, it cannot be called as effect. Because it cannot be called as effect, it will not have a cause. Are you able to get this? We are talking of three generations here. Very clearly, one after the other you have to go. And only when you understand these three, you will appreciate how we are going to defend it now. Let us consider Karana Prapancha has got Avayava. If it has got Avayava or Kala, with time, it will become effect. Correct? And that is very clearly visible. Whatever is the Karana becomes Sukshma and Sthula Sharira with time. Yes or no? That means it very clearly says that Karana Sharira has got parts. Because it is showing Karyatva. With time it is showing Karyatva. What is the Karyatva? Dve Sharirasya Karanamatram. Because of that only the two Shariras are coming, and hence it has, you have to presuppose that it has got parts. Clear? Very clearly we are able to define this. If we are saying that it has got parts, we are also saying in the previous 108 shloka, what did we say? What is the 108 shloka? Avyaktanamni Paramesha Shakti Anadya Avidya. Now if you are saying it is Avidya, how can you say there is parts to Avidya? Are you able to get this? How can you say there is parts to Avidya? Okay, you will give a justification, Karyanumeya, and hence it should have a part. Correct? Because it is Karyanumeya, it gives Karya, there is an Anumanam that it gives Karya, so it is the Karanam, and hence it has got parts. Okay, very good. Savayavatvat, Savikaratvat, Karyakaranatvat, Sangha Prapancha. is the postulate now. So what have we logically come to a conclusion? Because it has got parts, because it is showing karyam, then it is the karanam, and because there is karyam, there is vikara in it, and because vikara is there, it has surely got parts, although it is avidya to me. Okay, but there is a fantastic component in this particular prapancha which does not fit in this. Whatever fits into it, we will not take because it fits. But what is that odd one out which does not fit to it? Akasha. Now tell me, does Akasha have parts? No, Akasha does not have parts. Achedyo yamadahyo yamakledyo shoshya evacha nitya sarvagatasthánurachaloyam sanatana avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate. Okay, so it does not have parts. Akasha does not have parts. We know from Akasha karyam has come. What is the karyam of Akasha? Tasmadva etasmadatmana akasha sambhutah akashat vayu. From Akasha vayu came. So without savayavatvat, how can a niravayava akasha show savayavatva and show savikaratva and then give a karyatva, which is akasha? I don't know, those people who are behind the scene, hopefully they have understood. I am enjoying this. If you are enjoying it, it's good. If you are feeling bored, don't worry. Today is the last day when I will bore you with this. After this, it will go back to the Atma. Okay. So, this particular aspect, okay, let us consider it has got avayava. Okay. Then the next question is, then Akasha should have avayava. That is not possible. Akasha is niravayava, which we know. It doesn't have avayava. How can you bring avayavatva? That means there is something like a pseudo avayava shown in Akasha which tries to behave like karyatva and thereby making it the karanatva. Oh my God. That is why we said it is easier to call it anirvachaniya. Why are you trying to prove which cannot be proved? This way or that way, both cannot be proved. It cannot be proven at all. So leave it. Are you able to get that? So first is, if you say it has got avayava, then we will say, where does Akasha sit? If you say, no, it doesn't have avayava, then we will say, from where did Vayu come? From where did Akasha itself come? Because Akasha is a product. Are you able to get that? And hence, you can never say it is Sangha or Ananga. Okay, only with logic, because if you say it is Ananga, then why are they calling it Trigunatmika Para? If three gunas are there, isn't it Savayava? Very clearly. Okay, let it be Savayava. Then where did this blessed Akasha sit? किधर भी जाएगा तो checkmate होने वाला है. Okay, and hence for Vedanta it is very clear. It is neither Savayava, it is neither Niravayava. We are confused, we do not know what it is. and we are happy to be with that confusion. Logically, we cannot conclude anything about avayavatva or bhinnatva or sattva about karana prapancha or karana shariram at any point of time. Is this clear? Is it getting very clear now? Let me see if I have missed out anything. Yatu savayatvam tat karyatvam yat niravayavatvam tatu na karyam. Okay. Paramanu and all comes. Akasha is not a product. Same thing he said. Tasmad dva akasha. Okay. Okay. One more logic is there in the same thing. Savayavatva is a composite endowed with parts. So we will have to say, see, if it is endowed with parts, it's karyatvam. If karyatvam is there, it should have a start. It should have a start. What is Maya? Anadi. Where is the answer to that now? If Maya is Anadi, how can you say karyatvam is there? So karyatva, karanatva both are not there. Okay, so avayavatva is not there. And if you say avayavatva is not there, then we know that this karana prapancha undergoes modification because it has got sattva rajas tama. Savikaratvat nirangaha na bhavati. Because it is showing vikaraha, you can never say that it does not have an anga. So anaditvat sangana bhavati, savikaratvat nirangana bhavati. Tarka goes this way. Sangatvat savikaro na bhavati. Anaditvat sango na bhavati. Because it is anadi, there is anga to it. Because anga presupposes birth, death. That is a change. Okay. Same way, if you say, okay, it is niravayava, you will say, because it shows savikara, it cannot be niravayava, niranga. Both the ways it is checkmate now. ये रास्ता पकड़ा तो भी, you will cross it. उधर से गया तो भी cross करेगा. तो checkmate हो गया अभी. तो we can't say both are present. So Maya is a composite or not a composite, we are unable to say. Very clearly we can't say it. Okay? Ubhayatmikano na bhavati. And this is very nicely given in the Dakshinamurti Stotra. Bijasyantarivanti puro bijasyantati vankuro jadaditam prangnyar vikalpam punaha Maya kalpita desha kala kalana vaichitra chitrikritam Maya viva vijrumbhayatyapi maha yogi vayasvechaya tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye namayidam Shri Dakshina Murtaye Bijasyam va ankuro jagat idam prang nirvikalpam punaha Maya kalpita desha kala kalana vaichitra chitrikritam. What that job Maya is doing? Desha kala kalana vaichitra chitrikritam. It brings in desha, it brings in kala, and it mixes up that, and vichitra combination it will bring. Okay, right from the Shruti, the way it is said, you will see that the Maya has already brought Desha and Kala into it. How does Shruti try to explain? Tasmadva etasmat atmana akasha sambhutah. Tasmat vai etasmat atmana akasha sambhutah. Hence, tasmat vai, indeed, etasmad atmana, from this atma, akasha sambhutah, as manifested.
No, that shloka is not Shruti, right? It's not in Bhagavad Gita or Gita. It's written by
Which? This Taittiriya Upanishad.
No. Oh, is that in Taitri? I thought that was from Tattva.
Taittiriya Upanishad. Tasmadva etasmadatmana akasha sambhutah akashat vayuh vayoragnihi. Taittiriya Upanishad says that. Na? So Shruti.
In Tattva also we have the same.
Correct. So it is the same. Akashasya, and it will come that way only. Okay. It is copy paste of that only in Tattva. Okay. But the Shruti Pramanam is very clear here. Now when you look at this statement, Tasmat, hence, vai, etasmad atmanaha. Etasmad atmanaha means this Atma, Akashaha Sambhutaha. So what is it saying? Manifestation of Akasha with time from this Atma. As though Akasha is born. Are you able to understand this? As though Akasha is born. Sambhutaha, the moment you say, time concept has come. And the word Sambhuta also presupposes space concept has come. Aap aao. When I say aap aao, aap abhi aao. Abhi gives a time concept. Aao also gives you the place concept that come here. Yeah, aap jao, go away from here. It gives you the place unknowingly. So the place and time is embedded in our normal, when we communicate, place and time always gets embedded without we knowing. That is why even in your email it is there. You go to an email, that address tells you the place. The time shows very clearly when the email has come, gone, both come automatically. You don't have to write that. Without that, it won't move. Correct? Think. So, these are basic principles which you cannot challenge it because it is coming. Now, the moment you tell this, here itself, Karana Prapancha is shown that Maya, Desha Kala Kalana Vaichitra Chitri Kritam. The moment you have come to this Akasha Tattva itself, it has bundled time and space and shown as though, it's a big event which has happened. And we are seeing what? That whole event right from Akasha, Jagan Mithyatvam Brahma Satya. Think. All this Big Bang becomes a Mithyatvam. Why? If I am not there, that Big Bang has no meaning. The Big Bang is existing because I am existing. Aham ahamiti sakshat, Big Bang asti. If I am not there, Big Bang is not there. Who is going to talk about Big Bang? Who knows what happened? Okay, so I give sentiency to the Big Bang. So, Mayaviva vijrimbhayatyapi mahayogi vaya swechaya. Mahayogi vaya swa ichaya. He drops it. Okay, so this particular, a very, very important aspect is the world has three concepts in it: experienceability, transactability, and utility. The world has very clearly three concepts in it. You can experience the world, you can transact with the world, and it has got a utility also. Because you have all these three, if you consider it to be, Sat, which we all do, gone. It is like sitting on a cardboard chair. Your head will break. It shows all this transactability. It is like utility, transactability, all these things are shown in a dream. But do you consider the dream to be real? Answer is no. But when it comes to this ajnana to jnana, in jnana you falsify this maya and call it maya. You falsify this prapancha and call it maya. In jnana. In ajnanam, you say this prapancha is there. 100% it is there. Why? I'm transacting. So something which is not there, we consider it to be more real and we transact with it, we experience it, we do all those things with it. Okay? Only when you come out from a from the dream state to the waking state, you know that the dream was not at all a Mahareal, but it was an utter foolish thing which made me a fool. But when you were in the dream, it was Mahareal, and you will never accept that one day it is going to fool me. Same way, for a waker, this particular prapancha is a dream. Till jnanam comes, and jnanam ensures that this will be a dream and you will falsify it with jnanam. Oh, this is a dream, yeah. Chhod do. Till that, you will say this is Mahareal, Mahasatyam, because it has got these three very, very important aspects. You experience it, you transact with it, you utilize it. The only thing if you do, it's your doomsday, is if you say it is present and I give it a independent existence. I am there because of the setup. If you say God, the setup is there because I am there. The setup depends on me, I don't depend on the setup. Which in normal life we always depend on the setup, right? As much as we say, is it the pot space or is the pot in the space? This question very, very pertinent, because that will only falsify this Karana Prapancha and Karana Shariram, and you will say all these things are there, yet I will call it Maya. At that level, you have no problem to call it Maya because it will do all its magic like PC Sarkar, and I know it is not real. So, jo karna hai karne, and it is not real. Like my dream. So, as though like a waker sitting and seeing the dream and knowing that, oh, this is going to break, I am not bothered about it. Like that, you have to see the whole setup and say that the setup is there because I am there. It is existing because of me. I am not present because of it. Correct? That is why for an Ajnani they say, based on your karma, Bhagavan will give an appropriate prarabdha, the right place, the right time where you will take a janma. Where all these are falsified in jnana. Because the question will come, did I anytime take a janma? The answer is I have never taken any janmas. Why? With given a particular frame of time, I mention that as janma. If the time frame is removed, this janma is also not there. So someone said that I have a lot of devotion to my parents. I have to do Shraddha, I cannot miss it. Such a lot of devotion. So Jnani asked, which parents? ये जन्म का पेरेंट्स की इसका पहले का कोई जन्म का पेरेंट्स बोलो कौन सा पेरेंट्स का तुम बात कर रहे हो you understand then you shake a little what am I talking yes okay so karma continues don't stop that but be very clear about it that asangoham I do not have I only have existence I do not have Sangha, I do not have Kala, I do not have Karyatvam, nothing is there. This whole Prapancha is just a picture. थिएटर में स्क्रीन के ऊपर जैसा पिक्चर आके जाते रहते हैं वैसा द होल प्रपंच पिक्चर होते रहता है एंड मी द साक्षी इज जस्ट सीइंग दिस पिक्चर मूविंग ऑन मी आई गॉट नो कनेक्शन टू आई एम असंग टू वेरी डिफिकल्ट दैट इज व्हाई अद्वैत इज वेरी टफ टू एक्सेप्ट इट can I do it? I am day in and day out experiencing. Answer is we will say yes, day in and day out you are dreaming. Then call your dream also truth. I won a lottery. Go and check in the bank. Yesterday I married the most beautiful girl. See whether she is there with you. How that is possible? Exactly this same question you will say then this is also not possible. Is it clear? To some extent, this Karana Prapancha is clear. Yeah.
So, Pitru Karya is still karma, you said. That is
all that will continue. Vyavahara will continue. Aham Brahmasmi Pitrakaryam Karomi. No problem, na? I am a father yet going to office. I am a husband yet going to office. Possible. I am Brahmasmi yet Pitrakaryam Karoni. Why? I am bound by the norms of the society which is there. Which in reality I am not bound. But I cannot break it and create a lot of problem around. I shouldn't do it. Hence there is no problem. Na?
So is the Pitru Karya from Shruti somewhere, or that has, as you said, become a norm?
No, fully Shruti. Shruti talks for Ajnani, Jnani both. For Ajnani, this world is Maharyala. You have to change the hat. Don't put this hat and look at the other side. You'll make a mess. So Shruti will talk both. Shruti will, and the beauty is what? Shruti in Shraddha Karma is talking about Aham Brahmasmi. And do the karma. It will never deviate from that.
That is exactly why I was asking.
Yeah.
Like,
Aham Brahmasmi, do the karma.
it becomes then the fact you do it for Pitrus and with the mindset like with Aham Brahmasmi, then
Yeah, there is no emotions then.
yeah,
It is karma.
okay.
Okay, only the problem starts only when emotions come. Then the whole issue start. So the moment the mind is very clear, Buddhi has taken over, Aham Brahmasmi, do the karma, just you are doing your job and over. You know, it is as simple as giving you a very, very raw example. The hangman is supposed to hang the person. That is his dharma and that is his karma. Will he get the punyam or papam? He will neither get the punyam or papam because he is only executing the decision given by someone who has asked him to execute it and he is the executor. Period. So every day if he keeps on saying how many people I am killing, that prapancha is not his at all. Are you able to get that? But the moment he gets involved, he will stop that job. Clear? And this is what Advaita brings, that don't make your mind play with you. Keep that mind in its place. Go to the buddhi and be very clear about it. Continue what you have to do. That doesn't stop. Why worry about it? Because all that is superficial. I am doing a fake activity in this fake world. I am doing a fake activity in the fake world without being connected to it. चलते रहने दो ना, पिक्चर तो है, चलते रहने दो गाड़ी. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. There is one more shloka to this which will complete this Karana Prapancha. Tell me, having heard all this, is Karana Prapancha a superset and Karana Shariram a subset? What?
I think they are the same. Okay? It's
Anirvachaniya. Anirvachaniya.
Anirvachaniya.
Yeah. Okay. If you say so, okay, I go by the logic what you said. Then when you get moksha, your Karana Shariram goes. So every Karana Shariram should go now.
How I know that is what we have talked, but now after listening to these, does that happen? Like, that's what I was thinking. Like,
What?
Karana, Prapancha, Karana Sharir. Like, there is no individual Karana Sharir.
There is no individual Karana Sharira. How is it possible? How is it possible? किसी का भी किसको भी मिल जाएगा फिर? The way Karana Sharira is defined, Sukshma Karana Sharira, they say even if you have hundreds of cows and thousands of cows and thousands of calves, every calf knows the cow, mother cow. will go, कितना भी भीड़ रहने दो उधर ही जाएगा. क्यों? The karma theory is that way. The Sanchita and it will go straight to that only ना. तो किसी का भी तुमको आ सकता है फिर चलेगा क्या? हाँ फिर then how can you say that both are same? So no, both are different. Now I am saying because that if you use that logic, then only jnana will also work. Huh? Unless you say Karana Shariram and Karana Prapancham, each Karana Shariram is different. The sum of all Karana Shariram equal to Karana Prapancham. And during Jnanam, my Karana Shariram is going off. And thereby I get Jnanam. Very logical, na? Huh? See how that Maya plays, huh? Very logical. First question, how do you?
Yeah. Is that true? That's what I'm wondering.
If that is not true, then what could be true? How do you justify this? The question is there. We all know it is not true. Okay, then how do you justify it is not true? Or the converse is true?
Karana Sharira goes away.
With jnana. Correct. But only my Karana Sharira goes, not everyone's Karana Sharira. Otherwise, everyone will get moksha. And that I don't want that. I should be the. That is a must. I don't want that. I may not get चलेगा लेकिन बाकी सबको मेरे वजह से मिलेगा, गड़बड़ हो जाएगा ये. क्या है सोच. जम नहीं रहे ना ये, किधर ना किधर तो अटक रहा है. इट इज नाउ सिटिंग, वो दांत का बीच में बैठ जाता है ना, अभी वो निकलता भी नहीं है. इट्स नाउ बिकमिंग डिफिकल्ट नाउ टू मैनेज इट. हाँ ऐसा हो गया. यस, टेल मी, इन ज्ञानम व्हाट गोस?
Avidya.
Yeah, and vidya comes. Okay, so what goes? Your karana shariram also goes. Sanchita, everything goes. Correct? Does karana shariram go during jnana?
That is what I'm wondering. Is that, and if so, where or I don't know.
What remains during jnana? Sanchita agami prarabdha.
Prarabdha is exhausted.
Huh? Prarabdha remains. Prarabdha is exhausted, you will die. Sanchita and agami goes off.
Okay.
Prarabdha will remain. When will the prarabdha go? Till you die. The prarabdha has to be there. Where did this prarabdha come? After jnanam till you die. From your karana sharir only it will be there, na? Or will it sit somewhere? So at jnanam, karana shariram is there. Very, very clearly is there. Then what are we doing? We are falsifying the karana shariram with jnana. I am falsifying the karana shariram with jnana. I am not wiping it out. रहने का नहीं रहने का बराबर एक ही है. तुम रह के भी कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो. निर्बीजत्व, roasted seeds, even the seeds are there, it doesn't have any potency to germinate. Same way, even if that karana shariram is there, it cannot do anything to me. That much I am very clear. और रहने तो पड़ा रहने तो उधर. So I falsified. The moment I say I falsified it, is it really present or not present? I am indifferent to it. Doesn't matter to me whether it is present or not present. What happens to karana prapancha? Tell me what happens to karana prapancha. What do you do with that? Karana shariram, you have falsified it. What happened to karana prapancha?
It will be there.
Okay. What did I do to it? Have I, Karana Prapancha, like we said, Karana Sharira, we falsified it. For Jnanam, what did I do to Karana Prapancha? If you accept it is there, then you have a problem. Huh? Setup is there. You falsify it again. No other setup itself is a false. Maya viva vrijapima yasvechaya. You falsify it at that time. That is jnanam. So far as you are accepting it is there, it is ajnanam. So far as you have falsified it, it is jnanam. Yeah. See, I said karana shariram is falsified. Karana prapancham also you falsified. Which is jnanam. Karana prapancham also you falsified. which is jnanam. So if I falsified karana shariram, what happens to others karana shariram? Because what question we asked? If karana prapancham and karana shariram is one, if you negate one, everyone will get moksha. What is the logic to that? How everyone are not getting moksha because you have falsified it? Others should also get moksha, na? Because you are going to falsify their karana shariram also. Tarka works that way. You can't see only one side which you want, na? If you have falsified your karana shariram, you have also falsified someone else's karana shariram or everyone's karana shariram. So everyone has got moksha. फंसे? क्वेश्चन समझ में आए ना? And the answer is simple. Everyone are always mukta. It is they who are thinking they are baddha. The problem is there. Me as an ajnani was thinking I am bound and everyone are bound. Me as a jnani know that I am not bound and no one else is also bound. All are always mukta only. But what can I do if they are thinking they are baddha? I can't do anything about that. It is like the question that guy says that in my earlier janma, I was a chuha and you are an eagle. तो तुम मुझे पकड़ के खाए. अब ये जन्म में इधर तुम बैठे हो, मुझे मालूम है तुम ये है. But how does that person know that I am this only बोल के? अरे वो उसका प्रॉब्लम है अभी. उसका प्रॉब्लम तुम्हारा सर पे कैसे लेके बैठ सकता है तू? So if others are continuing to be in that samsara, let them continue to be. For me, everyone are Nitya Mukta, Shuddha Buddha, and this word everyone is also not there now. They are all one. Aneka itself is not there. Then where is the question of everyone's Karana Sharira? You understand? We always sit in Dvaita and we try to evaluate Advaita. If you are evaluating Advaita, you have to immediately jump and come here. And then there is nothing else. From that angle, when you see, everything becomes very simple. You don't have to justify anything because there is nothing to justify. If someone feels they have a shariram, it is their problem. I know they don't have a shariram. I have falsified mine, I have falsified them, I have falsified everything. Because if I continue saying that they have a shariram and my shariram is gone, then it is I am still ajnani. I don't have jnana. Think about it. So this question of whether Karana Shariram and Karana Prapancham are same or different, the answer to that is, there is no right answer for a wrong question. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. One more shloka we will take off Karana Sharira and then we'll complete it next time. Okay? Interesting topic, na? Chalo. Yeah. Yeah, धन्यवाद.